Hello, my name is Professor John Benjamin. This is West Virginia Wesleyan College, and this is Graphic Design. And today we'll be working with motion graphics in Adobe After Effects, and we're going to synchronize movement with sound. Okay, so open After Effects, and we'll start a new composition. And let's make it 12 seconds, 1020 or 1920 by 1080, and we're going to call this Sound Sync. Right, so for this we're going to bring in some sound and some video footage. So to get some sound, I think a good place to go is Free Music Archive. If you want, I'll provide this for you in Canvas. But if you don't have Canvas and you're watching this video from a different place, go ahead and go to Free Music Archive and look up Vincent Augustus and hit go. And I'm going to work with this track right here, Mass Effect, and then you can just download it here. Just say I understand and agree, and it'll download. I also want to work with some video footage. So for that, I went to Pexels Video. So if you just went to Pexels/video, and I typed in road. And really, any of these pieces of road footage will work fine. I chose this one. And you can just simply download it. Clicking here, and it will download automatically, and you can choose to donate. All right, so we've got some footage and we have some sound. So let's go back to After Effects, and let's go ahead and bring in that footage and that sound. So for me, I'm going to go here to my Downloads folder. Okay, first I'm going to drag in Vincent's MP3 here. All right, and then let's get some video footage. There's Pexels Video. All right, there it is. So first I'm going to bring in the Pexels Video. Now you notice it's quite a lot larger. So let's make them the same size. So it's the easiest way to do that is just right click on your footage and go to Transform and Fit to Comp. There we are, and you're all set. All right. Now the next thing we want to do is bring in our MP3 from Vincent Augustus. So we're going to just drag that down in there. And the next thing I want to do is I'm going to put some text over this. So I want to treat this video so it's almost more like an illustration. So I'm going to go ahead and put an effect on it. So there's lots of different effects that you can add to video footage, but in this case I'm going to come over here to Video Presets, and I'm going to choose Stylized Threshold. So if you're familiar with Photoshop, you know that threshold will take all of the pixels and reduce them to either pure black or pure white. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag this threshold effect onto my video layer. And you can see there it is, so you can play that through if you want. But I don't want it to be black and white because then you won't be able to read the typography because there's too much contrast there. So I'll just add a solid to help that out. So we're going to say Layer, New Solid. And I'm going to go ahead and make mine magenta. And then you can come over to your modes. Now if you don't see your modes, you might want to check one of these buttons down here. See, that closes up the different options here. And modes is going to be hidden, I think, under this second one. And so now for my magenta solid, I'll change that mode to screen. All right, now still have an issue with contrast because any light type won't be seen in these light areas or white areas. So I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate my magenta one more time. And I'm going to change it from screen to normal. And then I'm going to hit T. And I'm going to go ahead here and just decrease the opacity. Let's just say 70. All right, and then if we play that through, see whatever type I put on there, I won't have a contrast issue. Now keep in mind, here is your cache bar, and so unless it's fully green, you won't be able to play back your video smoothly, so you have to kind of wait for it to fill up. Okay, so now let's add some type. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and lock this. Okay, I'm going to go to my text tool here, and I'm going to type in the title of this song, and I'm going to make it white. And let's make it 100 points. And then the other bit of text that I want is the artist's name. And his name is Vincent Augustus. There we are, much better. All right, I'm going to bring these two bits of text. I want to line them up. So the next thing we want to do is we want to animate this to the beat of the music. So to see the waveform of the music, I'm going to go ahead and unlock Vincent Augustus Mass Effect down here. I'm going to open this up and open up audio and open up waveform. And here's our waveform. And the first thing you can see here is almost the first little over a full second is silent. And so we can trim that. I can go ahead and select the waveform here and just hit Alt bracket. And then I can go ahead and slide it. So right here, 1 second, the music picks up. All right, now I want to play through, and sometimes we have to wait for the cache. So one of the things you can do up here in preview is you can just let it cache for sound or just the video or sound and video. So I'm going to turn off the video so that way I can hit spacebar, or you can just hit play here and listen to the music. All right, now I'm zoomed out too much. Zoom out a little. There we go. Try that again. All right, and so what I'm going to do is mark those keyboard keys to where we hear that note. So right about here is the first note. I'm going to mark that. And then I could see that I believe it was right about here is the second note. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this marker to right there. That's the second note. All right, let's try to find that third note. All right, it's right here. All right, and there's the fourth note. So this is really important. Sometimes the waveform isn't quite so obvious, and so it's really important to set these markers so you kind of know where to put your keyframes. All right, and essentially what I want to have happen is nothing's going to happen on the first note. On the second note, I'm going to have Mass Effect slide in and then slowly move out. And on the third note, I'm going to have Vincent Augustus slide in and slowly slide out. All right, so let's do that. So I'm going to keep my waveform open even though I have my markers. And I'll start with Mass Effect. I'll put that on top. All right, and open up position. So right about here, I'm going to go ahead and set a keyframe. And I'm going to set another keyframe right next to it. And so the first keyframe, I'm going to go ahead and scrub off the stage. All right, so if we play that through, I'm going to turn video on here. Should come in really quickly. And then from here, I'm going to have it move slowly to here. So we're going to scrub it along just a little. And then here, I'm going to have it exit. All right, now I'm going to work on Vincent Augustus. We're going to open up position again. And so we have it come in slow and then exit fast. I'm going to have Vincent Augustus come in right about here. Okay, and I'm going to scrub him from the left. So we'll come in quickly. Oh, I want them to crisscross. I don't think I said that right. So that should go... Oh no, these two keyframes, pardon me, I want them to go way over here. Alright, because I want them to kind of crisscross in the middle. Alright, so at this note, Vincent Augustus is going to come in, and then it'll exit slowly right about here. So I'll set another keyframe, and another one. So right there, we will scrub Vincent off the other direction. All right, so I'm going to play that through. And that's how you sync sound with a waveform. All right, well, good luck with that exercise.